All right, so let's go in and dimension these outlets and maybe get rid of the switches in this view. Although you could leave them, they wouldn't be too distracting for this one because it's pretty simple. But I'm going to come in and just pick new host for this guy, put in there. It's going to delete some dimensions somewhere else, but I'm not going to worry about that. And then I'm going to take this one and pick new host and just put it there. I think that would be a better place. And then what I want to do now is dimension these. And so it's kind of interesting because the code is based on no wall shall have an outlet less than 6 feet. And so that means that they're every 12 feet. And that's for the finished uh, wall. So you could do the dimensions from the finished wall, but they're actually going to be setting the boxes again from the, oops, this is not in the correct place. So let's move that out. They're actually going to be setting the boxes from the framed wall. So it's kind of up to you. They can usually figure it out. Go ahead and get rid of this guy. I don't really need it. But I'm going to go ahead and do an align dimension here. And I'm just going to pick the face of the stud, right? And then this guy, and this guy, and then the face of the stud here, and just pull it. You can pull it in or out, whichever you feel works better for you. And then maybe go in and adjust, obviously, these guys that have the 16th on them. So maybe just get rid of the 16th on this one, right? Um, and maybe this guy goes to just 2'11", because some of these don't make any difference, right? And just making them get rid of the smaller, so 3'7", right? So we do have a 5'10", but that's fine, and the bed's there too. And then we have this other switch here, which is a USB switch for the bed potentially. And so you could try to dimension these together, or you could put a note that just says something like, um, double gang box, right? So it's kind of up to you how you handle that guy, right? I think we did have a switched outlet. So we'll talk about maybe that we'll look at in the elevations and talk about, like, you might key that out. You could put a note on it. So if you go and place a note on it, you could point to that and just say, switched outlet. And you could actually put the actual connection to the switch in here if you wanted to, and leave the switches on in this one and just not, include anything other than the switch. So if you did that, you could just come into your systems and go to the wire, right? And then escape a couple of times and show that that's a switched outlet, right? But what you'll want to do is go through and dimension those, so you could, just to finish them out, if I go back to annotate and align, pull that out, and this guy could be over here if it was for the TV, or if it's for the phone, maybe we pick a new host for that. And let's see, what is that guy? Phone outlet at 42 inches, so I'll just change that to plain. And then you can just say it has the ability to change. Let's make this 1'6". It's a little weird. And then you can edit the type is, and if you edit the type, um, there is a label down at the bottom, and you could put, phone and click OK, right? And that'll actually put phone there if you wanted to, or again, you could use something else as well. Okay. Um, and then just to keep going, do this guy, and that guy, and just equal that out, right? And the same for here. And so you kind of get that. This one you don't even actually need a dimension. They'll fit the box in wherever they can. But it's always best to go in and do, you know, the best you can to get things in the places that you want them. So let's go ahead and see if we've got, yeah, looks like we made it with that one too. Right, so equal that out. And I think that that's enough for now. I'm going to leave the bathroom for later. We're going to blow that up and dimension everything maybe at once, but we can always come back and dimension that later. Okay.